of a comedy show. And you know, it is a sad, very, very sad thing happening in this election. I can tell you the truth. What is happening in this election is very, very disappointing. The People's National Party needs to be packed up. Okay? This is not a party. This that you see, we are embracing in Jamaica as a political party is not a political party of any substance. And I'm beginning to wonder who is going to vote for them? Huh? Who is going to vote for these people, man? You want to tell me that we are in the middle of an election and the best the PNP can go to Spanish Town and go talk about the Prime Minister out in a sun? Huh? And one little spelling? Where are the alternative prescriptions for the people of Jamaica? Comrades? Dancing to blood and fire? Is that it? Is that what Jamaicans are to vote for? Blood and fire? And mockery? And comedy? You know, it's a very unserious party. The PNP is a very unserious set of people. And I am still holding out some hope. I am holding out a little hope that I will hear something coming out of the People's National Party that resembles Michael Manley or Norman Washington Manley. Even Portia was better than this. Huh? This nonsense, man. We need to call it out for what it is. It is backwardness. It is backwardness. And you know, you people out there who are being spoken down to, because that's what they're doing, you know. They are speaking down to you. They're not having a conversation with you. They're not reasoning with you. They're not telling you anything that is going to enhance your life. And Mr. Crawford, I'm going to spend one evening talking to you, sir. You're losing your mind, man. You can't give a speech, Mr. Crawford, a reasonable speech, sir. You can't stand up on the stage and just be reasonable one day. You go halfway through, go wipe your glass. It's a comedy boss you run, sir. Hey, Mr. Crawford, man, we expect better than that from you, Rasta. Rasta, man, we expect better than that from you, man. Yeah? In Rasta, I know so Rasta conscious, you know, man. Rasta conscious, man. Come on, Dread. Dread, what take you, man? What take you? Eh? You're not a man with smoke, man. You know, you're man, you drink? You drink, sir? Or you smoke? Because you're not sounding coherent at all. You have some little ideas there, sir. But they're not coherent. You're not putting them together. You're putting them together with the comedy. And people are not taking you serious. Mr. Crawford, you want to become the Minister of Education, you know, sir. Education is a serious thing, you know. We need to take you serious, man. Cha, man. This let me down, man. I thought you would have done better than this by now, man. You're gonna come to talk to me about the extra 2 hours that you are Anyway, we have a forecast for you tonight. It's 20 minutes to 9 o'clock, and we are already going late. We have the forecast online. Good evening to you. Good evening to you, Casey. Good night to you, 1T. How you doing? Thank you so much. Casey, open your microphone. Let's go.
Hello. Good night.
Yeah, Casey, are you there?
Yes, neighbor, I'm right here.
Yeah, not hearing you so well.
Neighbor, you hearing me?
I'm here. Hearing you a little better. Let me turn this up a little better. Sorry. Yes, are you there now, Casey?
Yes, I'm right here. How are you?
Why not doing too bad? The elections are in high gear, Casey. The people are anticipating the work that you have been doing over the last couple of weeks. We are going to tell the listeners tonight if an election was being called today, the 31st of July, what would be the possible result? In other words, as a forecaster, you're going to be able to tell us that tonight. Not true, sir?
Yes, definitely.
Fantastic. All right. All right. Because we are starting late, I'm sure that you have much more work there to present than what we can handle. But do you want to just give us a little synopsis of what it is that you have prepared for us tonight?
Yes, neighbor. As you say, the election campaign is in a high gear. There are numerous battles going on. The parish of Manchester is very hot, so too is the parish of St. Mary,
Yes.
as well as the Westmoreland and Hanover. Those are the four hottest parish. And St. Thomas too. St. Thomas will join that queue as a hotly contested parish. And Eastern St. Thomas, as we all expected, is hot. But surprisingly, Western St. Thomas, the temperature have turned up more than a notch. And it seems to be a battle down there between James Roberts and Hubert Williams. However, I still have James Roberts too in the safe column, but it's really hot, neighbor, and it's all to everybody know what they have to play for, and the PNP is giving it their best shot. People like you can get angry all you want because they're trying to make it a base election. That's their best chance. They're not trying to appeal to everybody because they will not beat the JLP at that.
Okay, well, that's a fantastic introduction. All right,
yes.
What I'm going to do is that I'm going to just call the seats, and you are just going to tell us the three categories that they are in, whether they are Labour, PNP, or...
Hey, good night, Alor and Alicia.
Or you're going to leave them in the battleground category. All 63 you want to go through as quickly as we can. So listeners, here are the results of the constituencies based on the Politics Plus forecast. Want to say thanks to those persons who chipped in to make this happen for us tonight. You know yourselves. Thank you so much. Let us start in Portland tonight, Casey. In Eastern Portland, where Anne-Marie Vaz is Member of Parliament. How do you see East Portland tonight?
It's a battle, it's a battle for Eastern Portland, and it will be a battle right down to the wire. People will be battling for vote, but I think Anne-Marie Vaz have the number. She maintained her traction, and regardless of whatever traction ISAT is getting from the long-time PNPs in Eastern Portland, too much of the PNP have switched for Isaac Buchanan to get a positive result. And Anne-Marie Vaz is keeping her support, and she is the clear winner in Portland Eastern. It's a safe JLPC going into the election.
All right. So Anne-Marie Vaz is expected to hold on to East Portland. What about West Portland, where Daryl Vaz is the Minister of Transport?
That's West Portland, and that is Daryl Vaz, the man who's championing transportation and energy. One of the most important ministers in the political season, because energy and transportation have been a breadwinner in this election for the Jamaica Labour Party, for the governing party. So Daryl Vaz, a very important man, is not losing. Doreen Canberra has no chance of beating Daryl Vaz, and that's why Daryl has been chosen to lead the charge nationally for the JLP. He is actually touring numerous constituencies with other candidates who are in a closer seat. West Portland is safe.
In other words, when we see Daryl Vaz all over the island, is an indication of the strength of his seat.
Yes, definitely.
Oh. All right, fantastic. So that's 2-2 for the Labour Party in Portland. The Labour Party is winning Portland 2-0. Let's jump up to St. Mary, and we are in southeastern St. Mary. We are Dunn. Norman Dunn is the candidate. Is Norman Dunn winning back southeastern St. Mary?
As we know, neighbor, earlier this year and last year, the PNP got some traction in St. Mary and seemed to be very strong. But I think they started to celebrate too soon. And what they did, instead of sneaking through the back door, I think they hyped up the campaigns in St. Mary and probably alerted the likes of Bobby Montague and Norman Dunn. Say, hey, look, we're coming for your seat. And they have awakened the dragon. And in Norman Dunn, that's a dragon that is burning the green fire in Southeast St. Mary, and I don't think Christopher Brown can hold on. Christopher Brown challenge will not be strong enough to stave off Norman Dunn. Norman Dunn is going for a third term.
Wow. Okay, so that's 3 seats covered so far. The Labour Party is winning all 3. What about Central St. Mary?
Central St. Mary, that's a strong PNP seat, and I think PNP still has the numbers. Quite a few have switched to the JLP. A lot of people like the new JLP candidate in Nathaniel Maraj. His supporters are very optimistic, but it's one I will have to see. But my forecasts haven't discerned enough to say that Nathaniel Maraj will unseat the PNP this time around. I think Omar Newell will hold on to that one for the PNP.
Because National Party is holding on to St. Mary Central. What about St. Mary Western, where the chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party, Bobby Montague,
yes,
is the candidate?
It continues to be a very close one. Omar Woodbine have gotten some traction. Bobby had some problem earlier on with his supporters, or should I say the JLP had some problem with their supporters earlier on. I think most of those supporters have come around. I've been speaking to people in Western St. Mary who think Bobby will win. Bobby have done well for the constituency. It's a fallacy that he has not done anything as an MP. He clearly have worked and he's respected, and it comes back again to you cannot hype up the campaign in constituencies like these against people like Bobby Montague when you gain some traction. And I think that's the bad thing Omar Woodbine and the PNP did. They publicized it as if they were hell-bent on beating Bobby and nothing can change that. Bobby Montague has the numbers, and I think he will come out with the numbers and Omar Woodbine won't be matching him.
So that's the Labour Party winning Portland 2-2 and St. Mary 2-1.
Yes, and I must add, I'm not taking Omar Woodbine for granted. I think he have control most of the corner shops, most of the street corner, most of the young guys who normally don't pay much attention to the politics. Not necessarily the young statesmen, but the guys on the corner have been going with Woodbine in Western St. Mary, and I think that's some traction for him. But I still think Bobby Montague will pull out the bigger number. So I will give Western St. Mary to Bobby Montague.
Wow. St. Anne Southeastern, we're jumping over quickly to St. Anne Southeastern.
St. Anne Southeastern, I think it's going to Dr. Kenneth Russell of the PNP.
PNP will retain that.
Yes.
Okay. What about St. Anne Northeastern, where
that's going to Matthew Samuda. Matthew Samuda of the JLP.
Samuda will win?
Yes.
What about St. Anne Northwestern, where Crystal Lee is?
St. Anne Northwestern, I think Crystal Lee is too strong for Gabriela Mice. JLP will take it.
St. Anne Northwestern with Xavier Main.
Hello?
I'm here with you, Casey. I'm here.
Yes.
Is Xavier Main winning Southwestern?
Yes. Xavier is definitely taking St. Anne Southwest.
So that's 3-1 in St. Anne for the Labour Party. Oh,
yes.
My goodness, we are moving quickly tonight. We're over in Trelawney Northern. Tova Hamilton. Is Tova Hamilton winning this?
That's a battleground. That's a very tough one. She have done enough to win, but not all constituencies will go based on the performance. I think the political organization, the resources on the ground, and the traditional support, the strength of the traditional support will play a big part in Northern Trelawney. And all those factors is making it remain a battleground in Northern Trelawney. I think it's too close to call. I don't see why Tova should be in trouble based on the work she have done, but it's the politics, and she cannot sit pretty and win this one. She will have to do it all over again. Work as hard as she worked 2020 to make sure she gets the vote into the ballot box to stave off Dr. Wickham McNeil, despite the fact that Wickham McNeil is a 5-star general that lost his seat in Western Westmoreland and didn't even have the courage to face the people again to see if he can be re-elected. So I guess he's a lucky man to get a Northern Trelawney that has strong PNP support. I think he has at least 8,000 who will support the PNP by any means necessary, no matter who is running. But there's another 2,000 up for grabs, and if Tova Hamilton can get more out of that 2,000 than Wickham, then Tova Hamilton will definitely be the MP again. But it's a close one, neighbor, and it's one I will have in the battleground.
All right. So that's Trelawney, Tova Hamilton seat. We can't call that one. That one is too close to call. What about Southern Trelawney, where Mr. Rimper Philibert is up against what's the gentleman's name?
Paul Patmore. Big up and respect to my friend, my very brave friend in Paul Patmore.
Yes.
I hope things are good over there with you. It's a safe seat, neighbor, and it's a safe seat for Marissa Dalimper Philibert and the JLP.
Philibert
Yes.
is going to win this one?
Yes, Miss D is going to retain her seat.
Okay, then let's jump over to St. James. Let's review what we have here so far, listeners. The Politics Plus forecast, 4 minutes to 9 o'clock. Portland Eastern, the forecaster is calling that for Anne-Marie Vaz. Portland Western, he's calling that for Darrell. In St. Mary, Norman Dunn is expected to retain his seat. St. Mary Central is going to go back to the People's National Party. Bobby Montague, though he is underwater, the forecaster is still suggesting that the people are going to stick with him and that he is going to pull through. So that's 2-1 in St. Mary over in St. Ann. St. Ann Southeastern, represented in Parliament by Lisa Hanna. She's retiring from politics. Forecasters suggesting that the PNP is going to retain that. Over in St. Ann Northeastern, where Matthew Samuda is, the Minister of Water, is expected to retain that very comfortably. Crystal Lee in Northwestern St. Ann is expected to be returned. And also Xavier Main, they call that Mainland. In St. Ann, it's 2-1 in favor of the Jamaica Labour Party. In Trelawney, Miss Marissa Dalrymple Philibert is going to stave off the challenge from Paul Patmore. She'll be returning to Parliament. And Trelawney Northern, where Tova Hamilton is a first-time MP. That one is too close to call. We have left that in the battleground, the battleground column. So far, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 seats gone to the Jamaica Labour Party and 2 to the People's National Party. We're jumping over now to St. James. There are 5 constituencies in St. James. Ed Bartlett is going to be returning, KC. All right, let's see if we can get Casey back. Go. Casey, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, are you there?
Neighbor.
Yes, sir. We are in St. James. St. James East Central. Is Ed Bartlett going to be retaining that?
Yes, neighbor.
Let's not spend a lot of time there. What about Dr. Chang? Is Dr. Chang winning?
Definitely.
Yes. St. James Central with Leroy Clark. Any challenge there?
Definitely. You're right. Bringing it home.
Okay, that's 3-0 so far. What about Marlene Malahoo Fort, the Minister of...
She's been challenged. She's been challenged by Dr. Andre Harton. Dr. Andre Harton is putting up a fight. Fighting to the very end. He lost 2020 and he has returned and he is doing all he can. But I think Marlene Malahoo Fort has the numbers and will retain it. But it's not as safe as the other 3 for the JLP, but I think it's a strong seat leaning JLP, and Malahoo Fort will go back to Gardner.
Fantastic. 4-0 so far. What about Southern St. James, where Nikisha Burchell is challenging the Member of Parliament, Homer Davis? That one is expected to be a battleground?
This is the battleground one. This is the closest one in the parish, but it's the parish where JLP is the strongest, and all the indicators are telling me that JLP will sweep St. James 5-0 again. So Omar Davis will beat Nikisha Burchell and she will be heading to Parliament. He will be headed to Parliament, not her. I hope she try again.
Wow, that's a pretty massive win for the Labour Party in St. James. 5-0. Wow, that is impressive. Let's jump over to Hanover. There are 2 seats in Hanover. Eastern Hanover, represented by Dave Hume, and Western Tamika Davis. She's a lawyer. What's the call for Eastern Hanover, Casey?
Eastern Hanover, it's a very tough seat, and it will go down to the wire. I still have it in my battleground column. I think the JLP have the organization in the East and also have the numbers in the East and the experience of Dave Brown. I think the JLP will take home Eastern Hanover.
Yes, and Western?
Western Hanover, very different than Eastern for the JLP. Western Hanover traditionally votes PNP more often than not. Western Hanover has a new JLP candidate, a first time MP. I meant a new MP in Tamika Davis, who she was underwater a few months ago, way underwater, neighbor. but she have recovered somewhat. But I still think the PNP, if they are mounting any challenge, Western Hanover is one of the seats they will have to keep. And I think Western is leaning PNP at the moment.
Fantastic. We have covered the northern part of the island, listeners. Western Hanover is a flip for the People's National Party. Casey is suggesting that Tamika Davis is going to struggle to retain Western Hanover, but he's saying that Dave Brown will win back Eastern Hanover. So that's 1-1 in Hanover. Over in St. James, although Southern is a battleground, and also West Central, he's still tipping the Labour Party to take St. James 5-0. Over in Trelawney, Tuva Hamilton is not clear. We have left that one in a battleground column, but Southern with Miss Philibert is safe for the Jamaica Labour Party. In St. Anne is 4-1. The PNP is retaining Southeastern. In St. Mary, the PNP is retaining Central. The Labour Party is taking Portland 2-0. We're going to go to the other side of the island and start with St. Thomas Eastern. Casey, Dr. Charles for the Jamaica Labour Party. St. Thomas Eastern. How do you see that?
I think Dr. Michelle Charles has a good chance as any MP to go back to Garden House. A lot of people don't understand the dynamics of that constituency. People seem to be following the narrative that it's a PNP stronghold. No, it's not. It's a constituency that vote consistently for one party over a period of time. And before it's a PNP dominated constituency, it was dominated by the Jamaica Labour Party. So traditionally, there are support on both sides in Eastern St. Thomas about political party. I think over the past 6 years, the JLP have gained more undecided votes than the PNP. And based on the policies and what is being campaigned on or campaigned against, I expect the JLP to get the extra vote or the sympathy vote, whichever vote needed to take home seats like St. Mary Eastern. And I think the JLP will retain it. I think Dr. Michelle Charles will retain it. I know she has an excellent team. She has a former MP there with her, hands in hands every day, which is her father. And I think she is pretty safe as far as her campaign team is concerned, as far as her election machinery is concerned come election day. And I don't see enough factors. There are some discomfort, yes, among constituents for various things, but I don't think it's enough for them to turn their back on Dr. Michelle Charles. And if you see what's happening with St. Thomas, it's only encouraging for the St. Thomas natives to choose Jamaica and vote for Dr. Michelle Charles again and vote for Dr. Andrew Holness. And I think they will. The work that has been done in St. Thomas, it will benefit the JLP politically and know where they need the support than in the East, where that's the only battleground constituency in the parish, because West is a safe JLP seat.
You are suggesting that
Dr. Charles will take it home.
Yes, and so James Robertson, we can skip over that one. He's going to.
Yes, James Robertson will retain his seat. If James Robertson don't retain his seat, it will be a shocker for even me. But I expect James Robertson to ride on this ticket straight to Garden House and maybe can carry company. He maybe is the one that will carry Michelle Charles. Who knows? But James Robertson remains a threat to the PNP in the Western St. Thomas, and this time will be no different.
All right. Okay. Okay. Then let's go to the other end of the island, over in Westmoreland, KC. Westmoreland Weston. The Jamaica Labour Party changed their candidate there. What's your prediction?
Westmoreland West. You mean Dr. Garfield James?
Garfield James, yes.
Yes. Earlier on, neighbor, after the internal struggle, I was watching it keenly and anticipating other fallout. But I think the JLP have come together nicely in keenly and anticipate is now behind Dr. Garfield James. And I think that spells trouble for Ian Hayles, because I really don't think Ian Hayles is more for Ian Hayles, because I really don't think Ian Hayles is a strong candidate forever. But I still think it's a battleground, but momentum is with the JLP, and Dr. Garfield James is looking stronger than Ian Hayles from at this point going in. But we are watching it keenly. It's still in my battleground column.
Okay. All right. So let's go into Central, Westmoreland, Western. It's too close.
Yes. George Wright has Dwayne Vaz number.
He has. You are
Yes.
saying that George Wright is going to win back Central?
Yes, Mr. Wright is winning again.
Dr. Campbell. Is Dr. Campbell going to be winning this?
You see, a poll in that constituency, a accurate poll in that constituency will probably show you them maybe 50-50 or 51-49. The furthest 52-48. Daniel Lawrence is the silent river down in Westmoreland, and he has been doing tremendous job on the ground and as an MP in Eastern Westmoreland. And if it was most other constituency, you would say that will take him through, but that's not the case in most of these constituencies in the politics in Jamaica today. It's going to be a tough one for him. The PNP have placed the General Secretary there, so you know the human resources and other resources will be at the General Secretary's disposal. And the support that the PNP has in Eastern Westmoreland is like no other. And remember, the PNP would normally have stronger support in that parish than anywhere else, and their strongest support in Westmoreland is in Eastern. So I'm going to respect the politics. My forecasts really haven't showed me that Dr. Dayton Campbell is favorable and will run away with it. It shows me that Daniel Lawrence is loved by his supporters, but not necessarily by everybody for it to really tip the scale. I'm going to respect the politics and give this one to the PNP and the General Secretary.
Dayton Campbell is expected to return to Parliament.
It's no far gone conclusion.
Okay, great. All right, let's jump over to St. Elizabeth. KC, there are 4 constituencies in St. Elizabeth: St. Elizabeth Northwestern, St. Elizabeth Northeastern, St. Elizabeth Southeastern, and St. Elizabeth Southwestern. Let's start with Northwestern, KC.
Yes, Andrew Morris is the JLP standard bearer now in St. Elizabeth Northwestern. He has taken over for long-standing MP J.C. Hutchinson, and Andrew Morris will retain that seat no matter the fight the PNP put up. and easily too. It's the strongest JLP seat in St. Elizabeth, stronger than Floyd Green, stronger than Franklin Witter.
All right. So let's move then over to Floyd Green, is the Minister of Agriculture.
Yes, the very popular Minister of Agriculture, very popular MP, one of the most popular politician, active politician in the country now is Floyd Green. And Miranda Wellington just simply cannot beat him. Nobody can beat Floyd Green in St. Elizabeth Southeastern in 2025. And that's neighbor, if people keep looking at this local government election result, they will see why my forecast has the JLP winning so many seats, because despite the fact that the PNP came close in some of these constituencies in the local government election, they don't stand a chance to beat the JLP MP in these constituencies in the general, and Floyd Green and Southwest St. Elizabeth is one of them. Floyd Green is going to win by over 2,500 votes, neighbor, and I can bet on that.
Wow. Strong performance from the Labour Party so far. All across the island, we are going to review after St. Elizabeth. My listeners, based on the forecast so far, the Labour Party seem to be winning the election. We're not there yet, but the indication so far is that the Labour Party is doing very well and is expected to do as well as they did, if not better than 2020. KC in St. Elizabeth Northeastern, that's a strong PNP seat. Delroy Slowly is the member of parliament. Is Delroy Slowly going to be retaining this one?
That's traditionally a strong PNP seat. And neighbor, I keep on alluding to the fact that the JLP machinery is strong. They are precise. They are efficient. They know where they need to be when they need to be. They know where to put pressure. They know where they need 50 extra votes or 500. And I keep on going back to the Prime Minister in Gale St. Mary, 2 a.m. in the morning, and then the JLP losing Gale St. Mary by 52 votes, I think. And nobody saw that coming. But the JLP machinery, the JLP team picked up that. They picked up on everything and they know where they need to work. And you mentioned that Northeast St. Elizabeth is a strong PNP seat. And I don't think there's another constituency that the Prime Minister have gone more often in this campaign.
Oh?
Yes. He seems
to be, yes?
He seems to be milking everything he can out of Northeast St. Elizabeth because he knows where JLP need a little extra. And JLP is about to sweep St. Elizabeth once again because
Jamaica Labour Party is about to sweep St. Elizabeth?
I think Delroy Slowly is stronger than Zulika Jess in St. Elizabeth Northeast. Yeah.
The Labour Party is winning St. Elizabeth 4-0?
Yes, and you can go over to Southeast St. Elizabeth because Norman Scott has no chance against Frank Witter. Not in this election, not in this seat. Franklin Witter is winning Southeast St. Elizabeth.
4-0 for the Labour Party in St. Elizabeth, like St. James?
Yes. The difference
is strong performance from the party.
St. James is 5-0. And that's why I tell you over and over, in order for the PNP to win this election, they will have to be sweeping places like Hanover, sweep Westmoreland. They can't afford to lose a seat in those places. They'll have to sweep Manchester, sweep St. Mary, and then they are ready to challenge.
All right, then let's review for the listeners who are just joining us. We started over in Portland Varsland, they call it. Eastern, Anne-Marie is retaining. Western, Darrell Vaz is retaining, according to the forecaster here tonight. Over in St. Mary, it's a 2-0 in favor of the, well, 2-1 in favor of the Jamaica Labour Party. In St. Anne, it's 3-1 in favor of the Jamaica Labour Party. In Trelawney, it's too close to call for Northern, but Mrs. Dalrymple Philibert is holding on to Southern. In St. James, look at this. It's 5-0 in favor of the Jamaica Labour Party, one of the Jamaica Labour Party's strongest parish. They are winning St. James West Central with Marlene Malahoo Fort. Even Homer Davis is winning Southern. Goodness gracious me. Over in Hanover, it's 1-1. The PNP is expected to take back Western, and the Labour Party is hanging on to Eastern. Over in Westmoreland, West is too close to call. Central, George Wright is to be returned. In Eastern, the General Secretary of the People's National Party, Dayton Campbell, he is expected to retain, not to retain, but to win that for the People's National Party. And then we come to St. Elizabeth, and we are hearing that Floyd Green is going to be winning by more than 2,000 votes, and that even Delroy Slowly is winning back northeastern St. Elizabeth. The Labour Party is forecast to win 4 seats in St. Elizabeth. So far, you can do the maths. We leave the maths until later on, but the Labour Party, the PNP has picked up 2 seats. They have 4. The Labour Party has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 4. The elections are now 19-4 in favor of the Jamaica Labour Party. We're not done yet. It's 19 minutes after 9 o'clock. We're going with you until 10 o'clock. If an election was held tonight, KC went into the field, he did the work, historical work, looked at the forecast. We're bringing you the results tonight. We'll have another forecast for you next Thursday, and we'll be looking at some constituencies, some battleground constituencies on Monday. Manchester is a well-watched parish. Many people are looking at Manchester, especially northwestern Manchester. We're going to jump over to Manchester now. That is going to be very, very interesting. Let us start, KC, with the former ambassador to the United States, Audrey Marks. She is now in northeastern Manchester, replacing Manayard, former Minister of Finance, Audley Shaw. Manchester South, northeastern, KC, what's happening there?
The former ambassador, Labour. The former ambassador is about to be the next MP. It's as simple as that. Northeast Manchester is a JLP stronghold. They have the number. What they needed was the drive, the enthusiasm. They needed to be galvanized. I told you they were not hard to energize. They already have the energy. They were there waiting, asking questions. Who is going to represent us? Why haven't we chosen a candidate? And from the word go, as soon as Audrey got on her marks, the people of Manchester Northeast were ready. And the reaction in Christiana was excellent. Reaction in Walderston was excellent, and the reaction in Craighead is amazing. And it's not going to be a third time lucky story for Valentine Wins. He will not win. And Win knows it. I don't know who don't get the memo yet. But Val knows it. If you listen to his speeches, he's more complaining now rather than campaigning. So Northeast Manchester, the JLP have done it. You know, we have to respect the politics, and we know Valwyn know the ground, and he has been there for a while, and we got to wait until election day and all of that. But really and truly, I don't see Valwyn beating RJ Marks.
Fantastic. What about Central Manchester with young Rhoda Moore? Have you looked at that one? Is that one going to be? Is Rhoda going to lose her seat this time around?
Against who? Rhoda will have Donovan Mitchell for breakfast.
Rhoda is going to have Mitchell for breakfast?
She could.
Yes.
Mario Mitchell is the PNP biggest hope in Manchester Central, and he's making a fool of himself. He's the one they are dependent on to bring home the bacon, because they need to win Belfield by about 800 votes to win the constituency, because the PNP is not winning Mandeville Division, they aren't winning Napatrix, and they aren't winning Royal Flat, where the mayor is, who is the parliamentary candidate. I think Rhoda Crawford is retaining her seat based on the fact that the people of Central Manchester don't want to lose her as an MP. And it's really amazing, because it's good to see hard work being rewarded in the politics.
Wow. Wow. 2-2 in Manchester so far. Casey, the PNP is not winning this election.
Well, you can do the math. No, they're not winning this election.
Wow. It is hardly competitive, Casey, based on the figures you're giving us so far.
Well, another thing I want to point out, neighbor. Let's go back. To 2020, it was not competitive. The JLP won 49-14. But it could have been competitive and we still had that seat count. But if you look at the margin of victory, you realize it was not competitive. Go further back to 2011 when the PNP won 42-41. There were multiple seats that the PNP won by over 100 or just under 100 votes. Over 200 or just under 200. Like Eastern St. Andrew, East Rural St. Andrew, West Rural St. Andrew. None of those were over 300. Or even well over 200. Central St. James. There were quite a few. Eastern Hanover. There were quite a few. Even Central Manchester. So, but it was a blowout. Double up, 42-21 based on seat count. But it was still a competitive election. A lot of people missed that. And when JLP came back and won 2016, a lot of them were surprised and caught off guard. But what they didn't know, despite the seat count, it was still a competitive election. Now, when I say this election is competitive, yes, it is competitive, but it will not be reflected in the seat count.
Yes.
Because the JLP will win these constituencies.
All right. So you're saying that the Labour Party is taking Northeastern and they're also taking Central. What about Southern Manchester with Peter Bunting, Ian Hayles? What's happening there?
Well, Ian Hayles and the Jamaica Labour Party, chance of winning this election in South Manchester this year hinge on a JLP wipeout. because if the dominoes start to fall, there's no telling which one will go. Maybe all of them. And when I say all of them, I don't mean all 63. I mean all the possible constituencies that can fall. And then PNIs would have benefited. But as far as challenging, campaigning and winning South Manchester is, I think the PNP and Peter Bunting have the edge and is in the lead. Winning is flipping South Manchester.
What about Northwestern, the final seat in Manchester? 2-1 in Manchester so far.
Manchester Northwestern is a battleground, neighbor. We spoke on it on Monday, and I give you all the factors why Damion Young will win. I still, from my heart, will say Young will win. When I look at all the factors, everything that he's capable of, all the answers he have come up with. But Young will have to come up with the numbers for me. I know Michael Phillips' number will not be great. I still think Michael Phillips is sitting ducks. But can the JLP find the 7,000 required to beat Michael Phillips? The last election, the last general election, the JLP polled less than they polled in 2016. I think Young have done the work. I think the ground is fertile in Northwest Manchester. Does the JLP have the mechanism in place to reward Damion Young? And I'm speaking directly to the JLP. Do that and you will win. But for now, I haven't seen that yet. But I've seen Young and his team work, and they have come shoulder to shoulder with Michael Phillips and the PNP, and that's no easy feat in Manchester Northwest. That testament to the kind of character and the capability of Damion Young and the JLP Manchester Northwestern. So I still have this one in the battleground column there.
Okay, so that's 2-1 and 1 in the battleground in Manchester. All right. Okay. Let's jump over to Clarendon then, KC. There are 6 constituencies in Clarendon.
Yes, neighbor. I was born in Clarendon. I live in Clarendon for a nice little part of my life. Yes. I'm speaking to you from Clarendon now, as we speak. Yes, and I'm speaking to you from Lionel Town, which borders southeast and southwest Clarendon. One side of the street in Lionel Town is on southwest, and another side is on southeast. Yes. One side represented as MP by Colonel Charles Jr., the Minister of Labour and Social Security, and the other side represented by none other than Lowton Cousins, and that is southwest, that is represented by Lowton Cousins, who actually lives in southeast Clarendon and is from southeast Clarendon. So southwest Clarendon, a PNP bastion, PNP stronghold. PNP actually extended their margin in 2020 in southwest Clarendon, when the JLP had a magnificent election and the PNP was really poor. So yes. I expect Lowton Cousin to retain his seat. I see Robert Chin campaigning and doing his best, but I know Lowton won't lose this one this time around. Southwest Clarendon is not yet ready to make a change, if they are ever going to make a change. That's a PNP seat. Southeast Clarendon is the opposite in every way, because maybe the same is in every way, but it's for the JLP, not for the PNP. Colonel Charles Jr. will continue to be the Member of Parliament, and the Southeast Clarendon constituency of Alexander Bustamante, Eula Shearer, Rudyard Spencer will retain in the JLP column. Next, we have Central Clarendon, Mike Henry's seat. Mike Henry still represent that seat as member of parliament. He have stepped down from representational politics. Former Mayor of Kingston, Delroy Williams, and the councillor for the Seavright Garden Division in West Central St. Andrew and Holness' constituency is the man given the nod to be the standard bearer in Maypen, that's Central Clarendon, for the JLP.
Yes.
The challenger is the vibrant, ever vibrant Carla Watt, very popular in Central Clarendon. She is thinking of an upset in Central Clarendon. That is unheard of, but I can tell you that the comrades in Central Clarendon, they are more optimistic than ever. I don't think they have the numbers, but they are riding off a possible conflict because there is a general consensus on the ground that the laborites in Central Clarendon are unhappy at how the transition of the seat has been dealt with and how they have catapulted Delroy Feather Williams into Central Clarendon. So let's see how that plays out. But from where I'm sitting, Central Clarendon, one of the strongest JLP seats, is going back to the JLP.
Yes.
The earlier information is worth mentioning because, as I said, you have to respect the politics and all its factors. And the next one is North Central Clarendon. Over up in Moko, you have Chapelton. That what's the other? Can't tell you the other division in that constituency off the top of my head. But they are Colonel Charles have given the baton to Robert Nestor Morgan, who won convincingly in 2020 and is looking to win big again 2025. Going up against Dr. Ajay Dixon, young Rastafarian, vibrant politician from the People's National Party. But I don't think Mr. Dixon has enough, or the PNP has enough to unseat Nestor Morgan or to even mount a good challenge. Yes, Nestor Morgan will retain the seat.
Yes. All right, Casey. Time is running. We have the two northern seats now. Northern with Sibley's and Northwestern with young Warren Newby.
They are locked up, neighbor. That's what I can tell you. They are locked up. Punch for punch in Northwest Clarendon and Northern Clarendon.
Oh,
I think Newby has the edge because I think he comes with a particular freshness, a new idea, and he can attract more voters than Richard Azan. I think Richard Azan is kind of sitting ducks. I think Azan and the PNP have a number. It's the same organization, and if you can beat that number, you can beat them. And I think Newby would know that, and I think Newby have a great team that's working the constituency, and they know where every nook and cranny to work in that constituency to come out. So I think Newby have the edge, but that's going to be a battle, and that's also going to be with the national swing. If there's a not considered national swing, if there's a considered national swing, that seat is going to go with it, and so too Northern Clarendon. I tell you earlier in the forecast in the earlier months that Sibley's is strong. Yes, Sibley's is strong, and Hayles, who is not my favorite person, the world knows that. But when it comes to being unbiased, that's what I do because I have a reputation to keep, and Wavell Hines is doing a good job politically, and he's putting pressure on Sibley's. I thought it would be an easy win for Sibley's because of the strength of siblings, the organization of siblings, and I don't give Hines much credit for anything, not even a hook shot. He's not my favorite person, as you know. But he's doing some good political work up there, and it's tight up there too. It's another battleground.
Okay. Wow. So then that's 3-1 for the Labour Party in Clarendon with 2 close to call.
Yes.
Okay, let's respect that. All right, Casey. What?
It could be 5-1, it could be 4-2, it could be 3-3. Let's see.
Okay. Let's review then, and then we're gonna come to St. Catherine, Kingston, and St. Andrew. So listeners, if for those of you who are joining us for the first time, well, you are tuned to the best political program anywhere online here in Jamaica. Clearly, we're ahead of the others. We do political forecasting. The forecaster is Casey. It happens on Mondays and on Thursdays. On Mondays, we go into the constituencies and we look at especially the battleground seats. And on Thursdays, we give you a kind of a feel as to what is happening in all the seats. Well, tonight, we are giving you a general forecast, and we are suggesting that we are about 90% sure that the information we're giving you is correct. So out of 100, we are 90% sure, looking at the history, looking at the trends, looking at the polls, looking at various factors. Here is what we have arrived at so far. Let's start over in Portland. In Portland, 2-0 in favor of the Jamaica Labour Party. In St. Mary, 2-1 in favor of the Jamaica Labour Party. The PNP is retaining center. In St. Anne, 3-1 in favor of the Jamaica Labour Party. The PNP is retaining St. Anne Southeastern. In Trelawney, 1 seat is called there. Northern Trelawney with Tover Hamilton is too close to call. Southern is being called for the Jamaica Labour Party. In St. James, there are 5 constituencies in St. James. The Labour Party is winning all 5, although Southern is tight. It is leaning JLP. We have put that in the Labour Party column. In Hanover, there are 2 constituencies, Western Hanover and Eastern Hanover. Western Hanover, we are giving that to the PNP. That's a flip. Eastern, the Labour Party is hanging on there. In Westmoreland, West is too close to call. Central, George Wright is expected to retain. And in Eastern, we are giving that to the People's National Party General Secretary, Dr. Damion Campbell. 1-1 in Westmoreland with 1 too close to call. In St. Elizabeth, the Labour Party is dominant as they are in St. James. The Labour Party is winning Northwestern, they are winning Southwestern, they are winning Northeastern, and they are also winning Southeastern 4-0 for the Jamaica Labour Party in St. Elizabeth. In Manchester, it's 2 to the Labour Party, 1 to the People's National Party, and 1 too close to call. So the Labour Party is expected to retain Northeastern with Audrey Marks, Central with Rhoda Moy, Crawford, the PNP will flip Southern with Peter Bunting, and Damion Young is tied with Michael Phillips in Manchester Northwestern. That is too close to call. In Clarendon, it is 3-1 for the Jamaica Labour Party, with 2 too close to call. So Colonel Charles in southeastern, Mr. Williams in central, and Robert Morgan in north central are all safe, with southwest strong in the PNP's column. In the northern belt, Clarendon Northern and Clarendon Northwestern, those seats are too close to call. 3-1 with 2 in the battleground. Okay, we are now going to go to St. Catherine and Kingston and St. Andrew. I'll just ask Casey to name the winner, and we'll move on to tally the vote and tell you who is winning. The elections are in high gear. The Prime Minister was in halfway tree yesterday. The opposition leader was in Spanish Town. My goodness, the elections are on. Politics Plus, we have it for you. Welcome back. 17 minutes to 10 o'clock. And the Politics Plus forecast is on tonight. Casey, let's go to St. Catherine. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Yes. St. Catherine Northwestern, Newton Amos, Damion Crawford. How do you see that?
I expect the PNP to retain it with Damion Crawford.
PNP to retain.
I know it's not what most of your fans on here want to hear, because you have heard this life is dominated by JLP supporters, as everybody know, but
This is really.
it's not a safe PNP seat. I don't think Crawford is running away with it, but I think he's winning it at the moment.
All right. What about St. Catherine Northeastern with Carencia Morrissey? Are you there, Casey?
Yes, neighbor.
St. Catherine Northeastern.
Neighbor, you hear me clearly now?
Better. Go ahead.
Okay. St. Catherine Northeastern, second term MP.
Okay. Do you want to just go to St. Catherine quickly for me, Casey? Just go ahead.
Okay. Yes. St. Catherine North Central. I understand that Natalie Nita Garvey is being challenged by I don't know what's his I don't remember what's his name, but it's not going to be enough. I think PNP will retain St. Catherine North Central easily, and I think it's one of the safe seats. St. Catherine Eastern, again, Dennis Daly will retain it for the PNP with ease. St. Catherine Southeastern, however, it's another battleground, and in recent week, I can tell you, Big Rob is leading. Big Rob have taken the lead in St. Catherine Southeast. And Dr. Alfred Dawes tried to play a national hero for the PNP instead of spending some time in his constituency and trying to do his due diligence and do the work. And while Big Rob was there with the people, house to house, church to church, and I think the hard work that Big Rob have done over the last 5 years seem to have been paying off. Big Rob is leading Southeast St. Catherine. It's a very close one. I still have as a battleground, but I can tell you, he is leading Dawes. And that's the tiebreaker because I think the parties are 50-50 in St. Catherine Southeast at the moment. St. Catherine Southwest is Everall Warmington versus Kurt Wall. And Kurt Wall is a lot of people around the country will not take him serious if they don't know him because they know Everall Warmington and the narrative is there saying that Everall will win, Warmy will always win. Kurt Wall don't think so. He seems to be using resources, human resources and other resources. He's connecting with people and he's putting up a fight. And Kurt Wall, I haven't given him any credit in my forecast. You ask me over and over if he has a chance. What I think he will do, he will get more votes, a lot more votes than the other PNP candidates got in Southwest St. Catherine. I don't think he can match Warmington's number though. I think Warmington will win very comfortable at the end.
Yes?
Yes. That's St. Catherine Southwest. St. Catherine East Central, that's Alanda Terrelang versus Raymond Price. A battleground campaign we will have. Look for all the theatrics, everything. These are two showmen here. Alanda Terrelang has the numbers, the JLP has the numbers. The people don't have reason to turn away from Terrelang nor the JLP, and those are the factors why I say East Central St. Catherine is going to JLP. It's leaning JLP.
Yes?
1 second. Yes, Alanda Terrelang will take St. Catherine East Central. We move over to St. Catherine East Central. That's a safe seat with Dr. Christopher Tufton. St. Catherine Central, a safe seat with Olivia Babsy Grange. St. Catherine South Central, a safe seat with Dr. Andrew Wheatley. Have we missed any St. Catherine seats? Jackson. I expect Fitzjackson to beat Delroy Dabney. Dabney, another man, a man of faith, and he is doing the work. And one, I would say, deserving of being MP, but it's a numbers game, and I don't think we have the numbers in St. Catharines to beat Mr. Fitzjackson.
Tufton?
Tufton, I already called it. It's a win for Tufton.
Yes. West Central. Okay. All right. And then let's move over to St. Catherine. Go to St. Andrew. Kingston and St. Andrew.
Okay. Kingston and St. Andrew. We'll start with East Rural St. Andrew. We don't normally do that. If you look at the local government number, Patrick Peter King led team actually had the bigger number over Juliet Holness' team. After the local government, there was a surprise, PNP surprise JLP by flipping the Kintyre division. However, that's a year and a half ago, and the JLP have time to work and galvanize. And based on what I'm seeing, Juliet Anne-Marie Holness is going back to Parliament. No doubt about that. And so too is Favour Williams in Eastern St. Andrew. I understand that Patricia Duncan Sutherland has experience now and she have resources and she has been mounting a wonderful challenge. But the majority of the people of St. Catherine East, St. Andrew Eastern will not swap Finance Minister Favour Williams for any other MP. Over in St. Andrew West Rural, Gillette Cuthbert Flynn. Normally, we will be forecasting this seat just like East Rural or maybe Eastern. It's not so. Juliet Cuthbert Flynn had turned it into a JLP safe seat, and there's no way it's going to the PNP in 2020. Sorry, John Gardner Webley, but Juliet Cuthbert Flynn will take this one once again. Over on the northern belt, you know, that's JLP through and through. Northeastern for Delroy Chuck, North Central for Delano Seavright, and Northwestern for Dwayne Smith. St. Andrew West Central, that's the Prime Minister's seat. Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, that's going to the JLP once again. St. Andrew East Central, Damion Vassar is putting up a fight. That's Peter Phillips' old seat. It's now represented by the Maxfield councillor, Dennis Garden. And we will watch and see there. Damion, the TikToker, is doing really well. He's getting some traction, and he's getting traction on air as well. And you don't know, if you have thousands of followers following you and listening to you, there's no telling which constituency those followers fall in and what they are able to do to keep their TikToker happy. But as for now, I'm forecasting it for a PNP win. Yes. And now we go over to the southern belt where it's PNP through and through. Southwestern St. Andrew, Dr. Angela Goldberg. Southeast St. Andrew, Julian Robinson. And Southern St. Andrew, Mark Jefferson Golden. I expect all of them to carry home those seats. And those seats should be retained by the PNP. They should return to the column of the PNP with ease. One I missed, that would be George Anthony Hilton. He's been challenged by Corey Dunkley, and I expect the PNP to win that as well.
Central Kingston?
Well, over in Kingston now, Central Kingston, another one neighbor that traditionally people see it as a PNP seat. Yes, it is. I don't think the JLP have ever really won it in a competitive election, but a lot have changed. And Donovan Williams, I can tell you, is the most popular politician throughout Central Kingston, and I don't mean he is not notorious, he's famous for being an MP that works. And with Andrew Michael Holness by his side, he's not going to be easy to beat, easy to unseat. And I don't think Steve McGregor will be able to do it. Not this election, I think the JLP will win Central Kingston. And they have put in the work, and they have slowly but surely taken the lead, neighbor. And this is no emotion speaking, because I've never forecast this seat for the JLP, even when people were on my back telling me, giving me their reason why JLP will win it. I don't forecast it, and I see it until I see it. East Kingston and Port Royal, we know that's going to Philip Palwell and the PNP. West Kingston is going to Desmond McKenzie and the JLP.
Yes? That's it?
Yes, neighbor.
Well, listeners, let's do the reviews. Stay tuned here for a minute for me. Oh my goodness, this is a... All right, listeners, there are 5 seats that are too close to call. I'm going to tell you them. Based on tonight's forecast, there are 5 seats that are too close to call. That's Trelawney Northern, Manchester, Northwestern, Western, Westmoreland, Clarendon, North Central, and Clarendon, Northwestern. All of the other seats have been called. What are the results? Coming up in 30 seconds. KC went out into the field, he did the research, and here are the results. Jamaica Labour Party launched its election campaign yesterday. The Prime Minister was in halfway tree, giving out his booklets. He had his ministers all across the island. The People's National Party was in Spanish Town last night. A big crowd there. But what are the forecasting saying? What are we saying? Based on the information given to me tonight, if an election was held today, the PNP would retain 13 of its 14 seats. 13 of its 14. The only one that the PNP is not retaining is Northwest Manchester, and they are not losing it. It is too close to call. No, I'm not correct. I'm not correct at all. No, that's wrong. Let me go again.
I think that is correct, neighbor.
Sorry, no, they have picked up South Manchester.
Yeah, I thought you'd put what they picked up into a different category.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So the PNP is retaining 13, and they are picking up 5. The PNP is picking up Hanover Western. The PNP is also picking up Western Westmoreland. That's 2.
I think it's Eastern they're picking up, not Western.
Eastern, sorry, yeah. They're picking up Eastern. Picking up Eastern, and they are picking up Western Hanover. So that's 2 that they have flipped, and they have flipped also Manchester Southern. So the PNP has picked up 3 seats according to this. So that's 13 plus 3. That gives the PNP 16 seats.
Well, they have lose 1 to the battleground. So that's essentially 15.
So that's 13 plus 3.
13 plus 3, 16, but they have lost 1. Oh, they have lost 1 from 14 to the battle. So yes, neighbor, 16.
Yes. 16. So the PNP is coming away here with 16 seats. 16 seats in the election. Now let's
how much are in the battleground column, the undecided?
5. Just give me a minute. The PNP has 16. There are 5 that are too close to call. The Labour Party, 42. Those are the results. Based on tonight's forecast, the Labour Party is winning 42 seats. The PNP is clear in 16. And there are 5 that could go either way.
Yes, and all who will say that if the Prime Minister was so sure, why don't he call it? If you're following current affairs of the country, if you're following the news, you will see, neighbor, I'm telling you, I've told you earlier on in my earlier forecast, when I just started, that the Prime Minister could win an election in the midnight, but he's waiting until dawn so the people can clearly see what is happening. Do you remember those comments?
I remember those words precisely, yes?
Do you see what's happening with the work being done by the government and the Prime Minister's statutory declaration and things like that? You realize how clear these things are getting. It's now dawning. It is now dawning. So it's time for the election.
Well, what a fantastic night we have had. Listeners, that's the information that I got, that I shared with you tonight. Is Nissa here? Is Nissa online? Nissa is online. 42, 16 with 5. Too close to call. Wow. 703 persons are watching on the live now. That's a record. No, that's not a record. We've had more than that. More than 1,500 more people are watching that have not logged on. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting Politics Plus. The results of the forecast suggests that the Jamaica Labour Party is in pole position to win a consecutive third term with at least 42 of the 63 constituents. The PNP, they have bettered their position over 2020 under Mark Bowley. They are now up to 16 seats, having flipped a couple.
Yeah, and
Manchester.
They are way better, neighbor, because even the seats that they are set to lose, they have made ground. They are set to lose these seats by closer margin than 2020. They are competitive in a lot of them.
Right. I think the listeners should know that we are forecasting that the 2025 election will be a lot more competitive than the 2020 election, but that seat counts may be quite a different story. In other words, that the Labour Party will not win by such large margins in some of these constituencies, but they are still favorites to win a number of the constituencies. There are 5 constituencies that are too close to call. I think on Monday we could delve a little bit deeper into those and find out what is happening in those constituencies, why they are battleground. Likelihood that the PNP could win those 5 would take them up to 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. PNP could win 21 seats. Wow, and the Labour Party 42. Still would be a significant win for Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. And so, listeners, that's what we have. That's the information that has been given to the Politics Plus team, that the Jamaica Labour Party is expected to retain the government. I'm sure Labour rights are happy tonight. I'm sure that some of my comrade friends may be a little disheartened. But I did not go into the field. Casey is the man that has given us the information, and he's standing by his information. Casey, is there anything you want to add?
Never, it's way past my bedtime. We were supposed to start forecast at 6 p.m.
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Have a
I go to bed, you know, neighbor. I'm no wild man.
okay.
I,
All right
I,
then.
I think I actually went to sleep a few times in the forecast. Sleep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you coming to work tomorrow, sir?
Yes.
Okay. You coming to work.
Yes.
All right. All right. Have a great night, sir, and thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you. And thanks to the listeners.
I'll be prepared to take one comment from the PNP and one from the Jamaica Labour Party, or two. I could give 2 minutes to the PNP and 2 minutes to the Jamaica Labour Party for comments on the forecast. I can't take everybody online. Nisa? Is
Yes,
Nisa online?
that's I'm right here, neighbor. Good night.
June Plum. That's a fantastic drink. Like it with ginger. Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Nisa, good night. How are you?
I'm good, neighbor. How are you?
No, not bad at all. Actually, a little tired, but I'm up here. I hope that I'll be able to buy a bottle of water afterwards. The listeners are not treating me good tonight at all. Nonetheless, Nisa, your views on this forecast tonight, showing that the Labour Party is winning 42 seats of the 63.
Well, before I start, I just want to say, Casey, good job. Well done. Thorough, analytical, not just feelings. You can hear the work and the research that was done. You can hear the conviction and the belief,
Yes.
the numbers. I am not surprised. I love when Casey said that the PM is waiting until the day, till the sun has risen to call the election. And if anything confirms that, it is the ruling from the Supreme Court today. I think it shows a reflection of the fact that the Prime Minister is a strategist. he is not taking this thing for a joke. He's outclassing and strategizing the PNP on every front. Like he said this week, he's a long distance tuller, and I believe him because the way he is positioning and placing the party in terms of their communication products. I mean, I think they had a marvelous week this week and a most excellent week for the JLP.
No,
this
I don't
week.
want you. I don't want you to go to I don't want you to go to that yet. I
What you want me
want
to talk
to
about?
hear
The
the views
forecast.
on the yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, the truth is that the JLP has some mega stalwarts in their party. Mega. Right? I mean, across the entire country, they have names that are not going to lose. Put it that way.
Uh-huh.
And the candidates that the PMP have offered the people are just not good enough. And that is
Right.
plain and simple as it. In terms of pound for pound, they are not good enough. Experience wise, personally, just from what I have seen so far in terms of what I'm hearing on the political platform, the way that they're debating messages, the way that they are combating the government's messaging, I am not surprised that the JP is going to retain the majority of their seats, simply because one party is just taking this thing a little more seriously than the other.
All right. Now take me now to the public relations. Some are calling it a master class. Yesterday. Describe for me what happened yesterday. In halfway tree and all across Jamaica, put on by the Jamaica Labour Party. What happened?
Sure. The PM entered the ring and did an uppercut and a knockout, pretty much. On the heels of Andre Horton saying that entering politics is beneath him, for lack of a better word. The PM went into the streets and shook people's hands, spoke to people that he met over the tenure of his political career, who he has helped. And
Yes.
what he basically did was showed that this leadership is about servanthood. It is
Uh-huh.
about who can be the best servant. You know, the PM takes a lot of cues, I believe, from the Bible, from the way that Jesus talks about servant leadership, leading at the front, showing certain characteristics that he's not too good for getting on the ground with the people. The man is on the ground in people's hands, putting his life and his security at risk to let people know that he is serious about running the country. He's not just on the political platform, he's on the ground. And I think yesterday what he did was a total masterclass in raising the bar. I remember people saying that his Manly was the last time they really said anybody close and personal with people. And I think Andrew has become our modern day. I don't even know how to describe him. The man is just excellent. Figured out him zero the game. Him figure
Yeah,
out politics to a
that is
T.
the general consensus, Nisa. But then when you listen to the People's National Party over in Spanish Town last night, ridiculing this, I expected that type of critique because when you can't find anything really to when the substance is great, you really have to stoop low. What would you say their response represents? What is the PNP trying?
Gimmicks. Gimmicks, and they've abandoned well-thinking Jamaicans is how I would put it. They are solely speaking to their base. They're not interested in appealing to persons who are in the middle, who still are yet to be convinced. That is how I look at this. They are only speaking to people who are definitely voting for the PNP. What I heard in Spanish Town last night, especially from Damion, I will never stop lamenting how disappointing Damion's career and his public comments have been beneath his brilliance. And I feel like he has become a public jest, the court jest, like he has become somewhat of the joker of the bunch when he has so much more to offer in his mind, the way that he sees the community, that he sees the country, and just very, not surprised, but very, very disappointed at the way the PNP has been unable to strategically counterpoint the moves of the Prime Minister. And they've been campaigning for 2-3 years. They should be
Yeah.
prepared for everything.
You know a little bit about public relations, no doubt, June Plum. The PNP's highlighting this in Spanish Town was a terrible strategy because hasn't that just brought more people to go and read the book?
Exactly. I'm not really sure I don't know what.
But by the PNP talking about it, aren't they drawing attention to the book, the performance of the Jamaica Labour Party?
They
aren't
are.
they doing that?
They are, and on top of it, they're subtly taking Jamaicans for fools. They might take for that, basically. And they think that people are not going to actually sit down and read what is in the book to make an informed decision. They are not engaging with the electorate communication. And so for me, that is something that is a massive turnoff because they are not speaking substance. They're not speaking facts. It's just fluff and tricks, gimmickry. They're not taking this thing seriously at all, and I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, in all the elections that I have covered, this one, to me, shows a clear difference. The Jamaica Labour Party is coming out as the party with a plan, with a vision, with an aspirational set of ideas for Jamaicans. I still am yet to identify what is the PNP campaigning about. More than if I want a laugh, if I want just to have a good laugh, I turn up at one of their meetings. Do you not find it disappointing that the PNP so far is not providing the type of competition to the government?
I do find it surprising, but again, I am not surprised. I think what is catching the PNP guard is we can finally say that we are in a maturation process of the electorate, meaning that people are not voting solely off die-hearted color anymore. The fact that there is a government that we can see a clear difference in results. You see this. You see the few months where the PM spent every Friday giving away houses. That was a master class in results. Something very simple as a concrete roof over your home that looks good, that's safe, and many people, what is it, like over 100 persons received houses? For me, that was a highlight
100,
of
200.
300. That for me, that was the not even the urban center for me was as impactful as that, because nothing touches home emotionally and as far as your sense of safety and security as having a roof over your head. That process of the housing program that he did every single Friday, showing up to people's homes, giving people houses, for me was the most impactful. For me, is going to be the most impactful part of this election, because it
Yeah.
showed that there's a prime minister who can give you brick and mortar, not zinc and board. Right, the quality of what the electorate has come to expect has raised, and the PNP has yet to catch up with understanding what that means. Andrew has flipped the psychological expectations of what people desire from their leaders by giving more. Whether or not they want to give him credit or not, people who are still expecting more from their politicians because he raised the, and that's just the
But
truth.
here am I sitting down, expecting to engage my friends in an intellectual debate about Jamaica's challenges, only to come up here every night having to laugh at the PNP. Ian Hayles talking about eyelashes and synthetic braids and all of those things. It is profoundly disappointing what we see unfolding here from the People's National Party, is it not?
I agree, and it is a reflection of their lack of leadership, the lack of vision, the lack of awareness of the moment. That is it. They are deeply unaware of the moment that we are in as a country. And to me, they are not taking the people's business seriously. And it shows in the fact that when they get up on that stage, it is the most mediocre presentation of politics I have seen in a very long time.
Nissa, did Holness not distinguish himself yesterday and show a clear contrast between himself and Mark Golding? Do you not think that
Absolutely.
he went up a couple points in terms of the favorability rating yesterday?
Absolutely. He went downtown.
Uh-huh.
Downtown. He went downtown and stood up and spoke to people of every background, and people were just giving him props, their complaints, what they don't like, and he, you know what he does very well that people don't recognize? He listens. He
Yeah.
doesn't tell people to be quiet. And there's a video of Peter Bunting hushing up some comrades at a meeting the other day. And the way the Rise United leadership speaks to their comrades is very disheartening. And there's a clear difference in the way that Andrew, the Prime Minister, engages people versus how the Rise United leadership engages people. It's very
If somebody
different.
should ask me to define Mr. Golding, I could say that he dances, he tries to speak patois, he curses a little BC now and then, and he's a very I don't I'm trying to see if I could define what I'm seeing. He dance, he tries to speak patois, he butters a few BCs now and then, and I'm not so sure what else. You could help me.
I could not. I personally believe that he has not shown his intellectual strength on the
Right.
campaign stage for whatever reason. I
I've
guess
never
he
heard. I've
feels
never
that
heard
he
a
needs to.
policy. I've never heard a policy speech from Goldie.
Me
Something
either.
that
And
something that I could sit down and listen to say, you know, this bright man, you know, you ever seen him dance?
I've seen him dance. Yes, I have.
Uh-huh.
I didn't want to see it, but it's viral. Yeah, you have to see it. But
Uh-huh.
no, the thing is that I've heard so many people on that side say that he's a lawyer a businessman, he's this, he's that, whatever, whatever. So why is it that he can't engage with well-thinking Jamaicans who actually want to hear what he has to say?
Yeah.
He
Mr.
has
Paul,
not
if
spent.
you're listening, ma'am, sorry, I would love to talk to you, you know. Would you come over here and talk to neighbor? Would you? I wouldn't treat you bad, sir. I would just ask you a couple relevant questions. Just come talk to me now, sir. Yeah, but seriously, Nisa, there is a distinct difference in what you see coming from the Labour Party leader and what you see coming out of the People's National Party. I'm trying to belabor this point, and I want to move on, but it's sorrowful, really. It is sorrowful. It's almost pathetic.
It is pathetic. No, you don't have to make it so nice. It is pathetic. The standard of leadership at the People's National Party is at an all-time low. And it is something that they should be thoroughly embarrassed about. And it's okay if comrades don't want to hold their leaders to a high standard, they can keep that within their party. To ask the rest of the voting electorate to consider the the lack of finesse, political finesse that is in that party right now, and to present that to us as an option, a viable option for this great nation, absolutely not.
Yeah,
There's no
I
way.
think the theatrics should be rejected by the Jamaican people, and I'm telling you, it should be rejected. I mean, for example, Mr. Crawford is expected the position of the Minister of Education. Mr. Crawford, you are speaking about something as fundamentally important as adding 2 hours to school days. That's a joke, sir. It is not a joke, Mr. Crawford. That's
His
not something
response.
that you joke about. That is something that you reason about.
His response was even worse.
Yes.
He said that he's hurt that the teachers were basically didn't understand his suggestion. Now that leads me to wonder: is
And
this about your
I heard
feelings and
Mr.
your ego?
Crawford being condescending. Mr. Crawford, if you are going to be a leader, sir, if you are going to be a leader, Mr. Crawford, you can't be condescending of your colleagues. I hear Mr. Crawford, you did the same thing to Anne Marie, and you lost, and you don't learn. I hear Mr. Crawford talking about Darrell Vaz don't know no school and no school don't know him. As if Darrell is a dunce. Right? Mr. Crawford, don't do that, sir. You can't be condescending of people's education. Darrell Vaz is a effective minister of government. Who cares about his education? What we care about is that the man is getting the job done. Yes? And you are there belittling the man's education.
Never.
Come on, sir. And you want to be the minister. You want to be the minister of education? No, sir. You are wrong.
I'll say it this way, from my opinion of Mr. Crawford. If you have to repeatedly tell people that you're smart and they're dumb, maybe you're the one that needs to be a little bit more convinced that you're as smart as you think you are. And that's all I'll say on Damion Crawford.
Yes, sir, but you can't be the head of education in Jamaica and you are being condescending. Do not do that. Do not do that. Because we all never make it into university, you know, sir. Exactly. But we know all done.
Exactly.
We know dunce, right? And we may not have gone to do maths. Some of us have to take maths 3-4 times before we could pass it. We can't teach maths, but that don't mean that we don't. Anyway, Nisa, where do you see the campaign now for the Labour Party? What is the next stage?
So how I was looking at all this is that the PM was clearly waiting on some runway regarding his statutory declarations to really get this thing going, because that stain on his reputation right now is a real issue. And so I think that he's going to find a way to strategically ensure that the perspective around his statutory declarations and him being a quote-unquote thief, the so-called 28 bank accounts, he's going to give that some time to really air out in the public sphere in terms of what the Supreme Court laid down today. The fact that the international forensic team cleared that it was only 8 active accounts. they're going to find a way to get his reputation cleaned up a little bit before we go to the polls. And then I believe that within, I don't know, maybe 5 weeks, 6 weeks, somewhere soon, he's going to call this election and we're heading to the polls because they're on fire.
I don't think we have much time to wait at all.
Or somewhere, there you go.
Uh-huh. Well, you know that it's always nice talking to you, June Plum. I hope you'll come back again, eh?
I will. I'll be here.
And by the way, you need to be here more regularly. We have too much to talk about for you to stay away.
Oh, jeez, I need to talk to Jamaica girl.
It's because we can't pay you.
No. Come now. No.
Yeah. Jamaica girl not producing well, eh?
No. Don't do that. It's my fault.
All right. Take care of yourself.
Take care, neighbor. Night.
Anna, how you doing? Yeah, you're from St. Ann. Please send me a request and come here. Let me talk to you. Anna, 28 minutes after 10 o'clock. I have to go soon. But Anna, yeah, I talked to you from last night. How you doing? Anna from St. Ann. Come on up. Oh, she's in bed, not doing so well. Sorry about that, dear Anna. Sorry about that. Bow your head, let me pray for you. In the name of Jesus, we reach out to Anna right now. We ask that you would touch her at the point of her illness, raise her up tomorrow. We thank you for the victory in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, Anna, receive that. Praying for your healing, praying for your strength. Okay, my dear, God bless you. Bye-bye. Anna, I hope you're taking your medication and, stay warm. Do you have company, by the way? Do you? Praying for my sister Anna that she'll be well and that she'll be up tomorrow. God bless you, my dear sister Anna. Okay. Well, I didn't get any response from the People's National Party tonight. The forecast again, 42-16 with 5 being too close to call. The Lion of the tribe of Judah has prevailed.
Greetings, brother.
Greetings to you. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Hi.
I think I passed you a couple of times, but I didn't really spend a moment to watch you. But I enjoyed you and the lady just now. Oh. I just want to have a little view on the election. Well, since I'm born in Jamaica, growing up, I know my mother was labor right, so I continue the trend. Not because she was, but I see the good things, right? When it comes to the comrades now, it's like from the moment Missy what the Prime Minister name, what's his name again? Before Portia Simpson, what was his name there?
Bruce.
Not Bruce, man. The other one there.
PJ?
Yes. From the moment me see him sell out so many things out of the country, me say, why that man look like I don't know what he's doing. And then me see Portia come, and Portia, she was so vulgar. She wasn't even a good speaker like this man here. I never see them have a good, a reasoning or a good communication, a good speak, a good, to say well about them expect and what they want to do for the country and stuff like that. They don't have a good communication with the people. Yeah. So for me, I think continue with this prime minister there, and number one is our he is our people. He's for us, and I think he's doing the best job I ever see done in Jamaica. From since I'm a Jamaican, if you get what I'm saying, and it's not because it's labor right, is what I see he's doing for the people of the country of Jamaica. You get what I'm saying? So I would advise the people to just stick right there, because the comrades them not have a good leader. Even that guy, what's his name, the guy there, he's doing a better job even than the leader that they have, Mark Golden. Yeah, he will have a better communication with the people than even Mark Golden, believe me.
Let me tell you something, sir. Governments do better when oppositions are effective.
Yes.
The democracy requires that the government be kept on its toes. Governments, sir, that do not have effective opposition can fail, you know. That is why the opposition is a watchdog.
Yeah.
Watchdog, in other words, you keep the government looking all the time because you are the alternative government. In other words, when the government slips up or fails the people, you're ready to take the reins of power.
Yes, because you have to capitalize.
I want to ask my friends tonight, listening to me, is the PNP ready to take the reins of power? Is Golden ready to become the Prime Minister of Jamaica? Is Damion Crawford ready to become the Minister of Education? Is Julian Robinson ready to go up to Heroes Circle, sit around the decks of the Finance Minister and start charting fiscal and monetary policies? Call a meeting with the private sector and the Bank of Jamaica. Start mopping about interest rates and all of that. Is he ready? Is Angela Bornberg ready? Go up to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and start engaging with the bilateral partners. Yes, multilaterals, other nations under as the case may be. Are they ready, sir? That's what I'm asking. Are they ready?
No, for me, if you answer that question, I really don't see none of them ready, because
ready
you
to be the Minister of National Security. Is he ready? Right? Who else is there in the shadow cabinet? Natalie Nita Garvey. Is Natalie Nita Garvey ready to be the Minister of Local Government? Is she ready, sir?
If you ask me that question, I answer it and said no, because I don't see it. Because what I think they're supposed to be doing, they're supposed to be capitalizing on the mistake and trying to find some way different from what the Labour right are doing. And I don't see the leader as Mark Golden do anything like that, because you start bashing the school bus, you're gonna build house pan swamp plan.
You know, sir, a government that is in power for 9 years. You know, you would expect a little fatigue,
Yes.
a little boredness, you know, a little stillness. The government look fresh, sir.
It's pure chaos. It's pure chaos.
Huh?
It's pure chaos to me.
No, sir, the government look fresh. Like them just ready to roll. Holness to look fresh, sir.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But
over in Spanish Town there, sir. Talking about the Prime Minister no start sweat yet. Sweating is not a good thing. Sweating means you're healthy, you know, sir.
But listen, you can't listen to them talk. Talk is cheap, man. Man just talk where they come out them mouth. You understand? But at the same time, we can't take it for granted, because look, I think when I Kamala Harris run against Trump, you know, it was so I think Kamala was gonna win. And when you look at it, you see who win.
If I were advising the PNP, I would have told them what you should have done yesterday is to call a press conference and present your manifesto to the people of Jamaica. Show them what your plans are to better their lives. You come in like political dunce, because by highlighting the Labour Party's what they did, all you are doing is turning more attention to the book. Call a press conference. You should have your manifesto ready, and you show them that here are our plans. So the government put out their plans. All right, you read it through, see if there's anything to refute, point out that these are not true. Okay, like the government said they built 30,000 houses. So you come and you said, okay, this built 30,000 in 9 years. We are going to do this.
Build 40.
We are going to build 40. Yes, and we are going to build them like this. And they say they have school buses. We are going to bring in A, B, C, D. Yes. They say they have done hospitals. Here is our plan for hospitals. Here is our plan for health. Here is our plan for roads. That's what you do. You are the alternative.
But
Don't
if I look,
go show a cartoon, Tom and Jerry. Yes. And what the cartoon them names, sir? Tom and Jerry and what?
Yeah, Tom and Jerry.
And what? What else cartoon?
I don't know that. I know about Tom and Jerry though.
We don't need a comedy show at this time. It's not entertainment. Yes, after you have entertained. By the way, I saw one pastor man. I should have. Do I have it? Do I have it? Talking about what name? What the pastor man name? Praying a prayer. I wonder if I have it. I probably do, you know, but maybe time is not going to allow me. Talking about how many people is going to be switching to the People's National Party. Pastor, be careful, you hear, sir? Where name? Where pastor man the name?
I don't know which pastor that is. Where is he from? Where is he from?
He's a pastor man. Say Andrew lock him up, and say Andrew ain't lock him up.
I don't know. I never see the clip. I never hear.
Yes. Yes. And some hear him at one of the PNP meeting. I pray, say there's a shift. There's a shift in the nation. Pastor Chambers. Yes.
I guess him is a prophet. A false one, that you know.
No. Let me tell you something, Mr. Pastor Chambers, if you're listening. Human government is a choice that men make. You hear me, sir? Pastor, listen up. Human government is a choice that men make. People are not under divine inspiration to go vote. If you teach that, sir, you are wrong and you are misleading the people. You have to understand what is called sovereignty, by which we mean that God is in complete control of the universe and all things thereby, but it does not negate free will.
That's right.
The will of the Jamaican people is what will be established when the will be the sovereign will of God, because God is omniscient. Pastor Chambers, come up here and debate it with me. Come up here. Okay? So when you stand up with people about shift because of wicked government, you know anything about wickedness, Mr. Chambers? Do you? Do you know anything about wickedness?
But you know, sorry, Chief. But you know what I don't understand? Why they
Uh-huh.
keep? Why they all them do is bash? Why is it and they keep bashing? You don't need to bash somebody to put yourself up on the platform.
No,
You
sir, but if
don't.
they invite you there to pray, pray. Don't go up there and
Yeah,
talk about shift,
yeah,
that God
yeah.
is shifting. It's not true. A pounding, he has a pounding word. Well, brother. and then he breaks his champagne and drink. So he has he's pound. You're pounding nonsense. You're pounding
Oh
nonsense.
my God. Oh
The,
man.
there is human freedom, and it is one of the greatest gift that God has given us. Remember, sir, that it was a rejection of God that brought about human government.
Yes.
There was a saying which is false, that the will of the people is the will of God. That's not true. That's not true. Because people can choose. Their choices are not necessarily God's choice. Okay? But you have to understand the sovereignty of God and what is called predestination, to know that nothing takes God by surprise. So God knows the results of the election. He knows the result.
Yeah.
Yes.
All I can say, if those are the leaders that them have out front right now, I wouldn't really, I could never see better inside, because they come out and speaking pure crap. Then just imagine what the rest of them would say.
Yes, sir. And what other Chambers is doing is influencing the mind. It's fear mongering, and it's wrong. It is wrong. It's fear mongering.
It is. It is.
Right? What
It is.
leave? I come up here every night and I talk to people. Yes, and I'm not telling people who to vote for.
That's right.
Hello? Oh, you get
Just pause him. I guess pause him. I don't know.
Who put up this man?
Just come up.
No, he can't come up like that. Is Jamaica girl put him up?
No, sometimes it happens,
Oh, well, I never put him up at all. So who put him up?
Eh,
Anyway, sir.
Yes.
Have a great night. You hear?
You too, boss, and I continue listening, man. Take care and God bless.
Okay, sir.
Boy. You can
All
take me
right.
down, please. Thanks.
Yep. We will take you down. All right, we'll take him down. Okay. Tomorrow is a holiday, Actually, tomorrow is the 1st of August. The tomorrow is Emancipation Day. We'll be on tomorrow. Will we be on tomorrow? Will we be on? I don't know.
Yes, sir.
I need an. Who is putting up these people? Who is putting up these people?
Good night.
Good night, sir. Good night. Good night. Yes, sir, I would say the same thing. I would have said the same thing. I would say the same thing. All right, let's see if we can go a little longer and clear the box.
Hello.
We can't spend too long.
Good night, sir.
Hello.
Good night.
Good night. How are you?
doing? I'm okay so
I'm
far.
doing all right.
Sitting
Yes.
in my couch listening to the good words from your mouth, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. And Mark Golding specific, him not ready yet, sir.
Oh, he's not?
No, in no shape, no form, no way. He's not grow. He don't brought up.
He don't brought up.
No, he have no respect, no manners, nothing about him. I see him
If
come
you
to
go
Westmoreland,
if you go
and him
learn,
don't
if you go
want to
learn
shake
manners, man.
people, man.
If you go learn manners.
Yes. Him cannot handle the Jamaican. Jamaican people is too rough for him. He can't handle nobody.
Uh-huh.
Him is a
Have you
little
learned
young
manners?
boy. Him is a little young boy still sucking breast milk.
Oh.
Yeah. And a man who love the rum buckle and love the rum cup cannot leave Jamaica. Mr. Michael Andrew Decent Holness must stay here until death do us part.
Is that so?
Yes. And if the labor right was like Mark Golding, we don't want him either.
Uh-huh. You have to learn manners.
Yes, if you have a woman and you put that woman in your house, you have everything in there. And she step out and leave you, she don't mean herself no good.
And what you say to me?
Yes, we don't know what she looking for. Or she don't know, or he don't know what he want.
Don't run after her.
Mr. Andrew Holness is the man for the kitty pan. Him is the man for the house. Him is the man
For the what? Hold on. For the what, ma'am? Kitty pan?
for the kitty pan.
What is a kitty pan?
The money pan.
Oh.
Yes, him is the man for the money bucket. Him is the man for the house. Him is the man for the kids. Him is the man for the son. Him is the man for the daughter. Him is the man for the auntie, the uncle, the cousin, name them.
Him are the man for the kitty pan.
Very exciting.
Yes. Man, hey, if that man is a man where and bill him out and hand himself put him here.
You're the borrow him, ma'am? You're the borrow him?
We borrow him already. We have him already. We're not adding not one second more to him. Everything what we want, he had it already.
Oh, okay.
Yes. You know when you see a man and you're looking for a nice, sexy, decent man? Yes, Mr. Andrew. He have it.
He's sexy, ma'am?
In past sexy.
Hold on. How old you be?
59 August coming, the 12th.
Are you still a talk about sexy, man?
How you mean? You know who sexy again? Desmond Mackenzie.
Oh gosh.
God Almighty, the man sexy something.
Boy,
Sexy for him.
Uh-huh. You like sex, man?
And look what Mr. Patterson do. We take the money and buy how much $1 million. When time them bid it at France, this big house we sell, PJ Patterson get up and say I can buy it cash. Where is Jamaican people taxpayer money?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna keep a birthday party and have to go and get my permit for 23,000.
Uh-huh.
I'm in a dispute it because Jamaica need to run Jamaica. We don't need to go beg and sponge. We want to show the world how great we is in Jamaica.
Yes. He's a man for the kitty pan.
Yes, that man is for the kitty pan. Inside and outside, him is the kitty pan man.
Sexy man, eh?
Yes, he know how to spend money and he know how to use money and he know where money for.
Yes. Kitty pan man.
Man, come mix turbo and boom and drink and when you look on in front, you know if him piss up, excuse my language, and him junkie and him talking, the whole of them talking bullshit in Jamaica people here. And we don't need no bullshit
Hold on
here.
with it. Yes, ma'am. Hold on with the language there.
We need Jamaica to go on top of the world. Jamaica cartel said Jamaica is the best place on earth. We need that result to come out. The best place on earth.
Yes, hold on with the language they do, ma'am. Take your time with
Yes.
it.
We need that.
Yes.
We don't need to hear that we picnic kidnap, we can't find him. We don't need to hear that we son kidnap and we can't find him. We don't need to see you go a bank with the money and a man joke you up, jam in your ears and take away your local penny where you work. We don't need that. We need conscious man for Jamaica. And Mr. Andrew Holness is the best thing on earth.
What?
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 You see that little boy we give him name Grongad? What the name? What the little boy?
Grongad, ma'am.
That little boy is supposed Mr. Andrew Holness to look for him and see that he written.
Let me ask you a question. Your name written on the voters list? Listen to this. Listen to this, Labour right. Listen to this. Hello. Lord have mercy. You can't dance?
What? Yeah, go. Like to see I dancer, you would stand one night and watch me. And don't remember if you go sleep.
You can't whine?
What? A bubble, a proper fix them.
No, sir. Oh, we are
father labor right.
Yeah.
Mother labor right. A dog in a me yard labor right. It push them a labor right before, so if they not green, me buy paint and paint them green. A prosperity we are dealing with.
Yeah, Bobula.
Prosperity and love in our country, and that we want.
Okay.
And you know how me glad how now. You know how me glad how he say. Cause me watch him, you know. Me sleep and watch him in me dream and watch him when me daylight and watch him when me a walk. You know what I say? In that recruiting back JPS license. If you come back to where?
Bobula. You can't, man.
When? Me no good when music take me, man.
Yes. Whatever music you like.
Bubble under me, wine and pushing pan head, all kind of tune. Can't tell me what up being the man. Every artist where them tune Jamaica we say.
Tapi man, tapi, pushing our.
It's time we say him. Where say him? Me forgot the song name, the song where wine and pro.
Take your time.
Yeah man, I hold for song, hold for them.
Pushing.
We don't want, anytime you plant one tree and you see a tree turn yellow and dead.
I see.
Yes. How can a dead tree bear fruit? Tell me now, sir.
Well, me no know, mama.
Make we be fair. Can a dead plant bear fruit?
I can't believe me high. Boy, I tell you something.
Boy,
I want
me
to
just,
answer the question. Can a tree died? Can
yeah,
bear
mama.
fruit?
I just the pushing, about the pushing part me there at
What can I do? But better quarrel than we have to have little fun. For we get pretty as but good fun as soon as the country is on the right way.
yes.
It is my mother going to town and she missed the road. My son going to town and he missed the road. I tell him to get tour guide.
Yes.
That is what we want.
You can tell me a little bit more about the pushing something there. Because me no hear you well.
Remember you know sir, me is a August man, you know me mouth sassy. Me with that things that you know why hear nothing bad from the ear.
Yes,
We
okay.
don't want your reputation say then go say you're in a pushing and this and that. We want keep the sheet clean, right?
Keep the sheet clean. That's right. That's right. That's right. When me and you meet up, we talk about that more, eh?
Exactly. We behind this closed door there, so.
Yes. All right.
Everybody will get jealous and want some.
You know, if he brought me out though, you know.
No, that's why we are keeping shit clean. We're talking about the Prime Minister.
Yes, that's right. That's me as a old man.
And how the country will run.
Yes,
You
mama.
want to come at Westmoreland, you know, if you come at White House, Westmoreland, now make we lift him up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we want to lift up the Prime Minister for Jamaica and carry him in our way, and we don't want him walk on dirt. We want to lift him up and carry him. Yes. And he need to go look for the little boy we give him name Brown. Yes.
What a nice lady. What a nice lady. August woman, you know.
Yes,
I
sir.
want
When
August.
August to come here.
Can find one August woman to me.
Then I want you find out what come to crib, so man.
No man, but you see the pushing part there, it kind of afraid of it.
God, give me strength in that night, yeah.
Oh, God, I tell you something. This is fantastic. All right. Take care of yourself here, mama.
Replace
Nice
a good
talking to you.
order, sir. Replace go in the place.
You must come back again, Sandra Mama P. Mama P.
Me watch you all the time, you know, see me follow you.
Okay. Listen, you're in Westmoreland. You're in Westmoreland?
I watch you all the time.
You're in Westmoreland, mama?
I will White House area.
Well,
I will live we live on the government land where UDC responsible. We want the Prime Minister, we want them come vote them out down here and then come cut up the land, give we make we get to pay for it.
that's right. That's right, mama. That's right.
We don't want to go on no swamp land, baby love.
That's
Because
right.
everybody can swim.
That's right. And alligator.
When river come down, you want back in coast.
That is right. So your birthday is next month.
Yes.
Tomorrow. Which day?
The 12th.
Well, all right. Wonderful. Wow. You gonna have a party
Yes, I'm having a party on the 23rd of August.
in Westmoreland?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to come?
Yes, I would love to. Especially when I hear about pushing. Can't miss that.
Well, you come, man. Make sure so your eye don't hard up. You can find your way here.
Oil?
Yes, but you say you want to come. So make sure so your oil is okay. Don't hard up. I tell you, sir, my mouth is very spicy. My mouth is very spicy.
Oh. Yes. Oh my. I'm speaking about coming to Westmoreland.
Yes. When you pass Sanders White House, you're right at me gate.
Oh, I know there.
Yes,
Very well.
Me can walk go Sanders. I can walk out there.
Well, I know there, yes. Okay.
Yes. By me shut me I may make 2 steps and me reach Sanders. I used to work over there, you know.
Okay, lovely.
And we have to build it over there, you know.
Well, you know, ma'am, I'm going to try and see if I can come.
That would be so happy. If you're coming
Yes.
from Kingston,
Yes, ma'am.
you can't last. You come all the way to Westmoreland and you reach Sanders South Coast Gate.
No. I know where that is. I know Jamaica, ma'am. Me know where Sanders there.
Because you're going to hear the music on the road because I can't put a music out there without the permit. So as you come along on the roadside, you're going to see the party right in the road there.
So how me I go tell the eye? The eye. Tell don't me tell you.
Huh?
All right. Yeah, man.
Look here, man. Come and support me.
Yes. Okay.
And bring a couple of your friends with you. Tell them you're going to Sandra's birthday party. And bring Andrew Holness too if you see him.
All right. Mr. Tufton.
Yes, man. Get them come. Make we broke your record down and Westwood.
One Gregory for you as you go. One Gregory for you. Playing this for my friend Sandra.
Make my day.
Neighbor coming.
That's nice.
Nasty up the place for you, yeah?
Going away.
When I touch Westmoreland, oh my goodness,
It's like my life.
You're
Goodness
dropping
gracious.
a bed of rose.
Now that
Bed of rose, my goodness, we're keeping the sheet clean, eh?
Yes, sir.
But what more can I say? Sad to know that you're leaving.
Sad to know that you're leaving, Mama Sandra.
Coming back again, man.
It's kind of grieving.
Once I see you on your job, I'm gonna come in your box and we're gonna chat again.
Thank you. Beth, big up yourself. Mama Sandra will be 60 years old, 60 years old on the 12th of August.
No, 59.
Oh, it's time to shine, my dear Mama.
I'm still going strong. I feel nothing in my body like body getting old and drooping. No, young and hard and fresh.
Oh.
Loneliness dream.
She said she's a wine.
Oh yeah.
That's right, Mama. Take care of yourself, you ever right? Big up yourself.
Bless up yourself, sir, and have a good night rest and don't stay up too late.
No, ma'am. I'm going to my bed shortly. Bye-bye.
All right, get a cup of tea.
Oh, this is a Gregory Isaac. My goodness, 3 minutes after 11 o'clock.
Get yourself a cup of mint tea before you go to bed.
Cup of what tea?
A cup of mint tea.
Mint tea. Oh. That's nice.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Are you drink a cup of clove tea?
Clove. Yeah.
Clove, yes.
Very good. Very good.
Very good for you.
And 2 crackers, eh?
That is it.
That is it.
Okay, nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too, Labour. But big up yourself. Bye-bye. Oh, she's 59. Oh, what a nice lady. Jamaicans are some of the most fantastic people on the planet, Oh.
Hey, neighbor.
Coming to
Something before I go.
Yeah.
What about that policeman who went to the state and working as a police officer? What do you think about him?
Say that again.
That man who go to the states and working as a police officer without documents. What do you think about him?
I didn't hear about that. I'm gonna have to look into it. About it at all.
There was a man from Jamaica go to the state and he was in the army, the police army, and was working and they catch him and I think they're supposed to soon deport him now.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to look into it, ma'am. I'll look into it and tell you about it tomorrow.
All right, darling.
All right. Big up.
All right.
Right.
I'm coming down now.
Yeah, man. Good. Bye. Okay, Pentecost is here. Good night, Pentecost. How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Me no there, enjoying myself.
You divorced me, man.
Tomorrow is a holiday, so I can stay up a little late.
I said that you divorced me.
Divorce you, ma'am?
Yes.
I couldn't do that. I when I get married, it's for life, I couldn't do that.
I've tried so many times to talk to you.
Oh, I sincerely apologize. My moderator sometimes keep the people out here.
Okay. So what's going on? How things looking?
Are you a bubbler?
No. I'm a Christian, remember?
But that no means you can't wine.
We can't wine, but then a bubbler.
I see. But what's the difference between wine and bubble?
Bubble is a little more deep, not little, way more deep.
So you don't know anything about pushing? You don't know anything about that?
Who you call pushing? I heard you talking to the lady about pushing. What is that?
I don't know. I'm asking if you know anything about pushing.
I have no idea, and that lady is older than me, and she's talking about pushing. I'm wondering.
I don't either. I must tell you the truth. But I'd love you to research it for me and tell me what it means.
I'll do that.
Thank you. Well, I tell you the truth. It appears as if the PNP is making this easier for the Jamaica Labour Party.
You think so?
Yes. Your opponent sometimes makes the PNP is campaigning for the Labour Party, man.
I think so. They're making it so much easier for us.
Yes, this election could have been a lot closer. Because you know, ma'am, I thought about this today about pain points in the country. Pain points. There are quite a bit of frustrating things happening, you know, ma'am. I don't want to point them out tonight because labor rights will be a little shouldered. But there are pain points. There are issues in Jamaica that needs to be looked at. Take, for example, ma'am, we have a major traffic problem in Jamaica, you know. Traffic. Yes, traffic problem, ma'am. And I know why there is a traffic problem. It's something that needs to be studied and fixed because it's a problem. What's the plan to fix that?
But neighbor, you have to bear this in mind, you know. Even when you're in foreign countries, there's a heavy building, first world countries when compared to Jamaica. Over the years, I know, especially under our government, there are many alternatives. They have created different ways to reduce traffic. And of course, when you think back about like way back in the days, like the 90s and the early 2000s, there was a build-up of traffic all over the place, way more than this. So guess what happened? I think it has been reduced significantly. So as time goes by, like I said, because if you go overseas like America, sometimes you have to leave your home like very early, just like living in Kingston, working in Kingston and living in Portmore back in the day. Yeah. Well, now you have a choice. The problem
is that some of the traffic move here. But let's leave that alone. The point is that there are issues that the PNP could put on the table that could spark interest. Even if they win, it would make the election more interesting.
Neighbor, I want to tell you, let me tell you something. And I'm going to be very frank. You see, these PNP people, they are not brilliant people. They are not bright people. Most times when they come out and say stuff, it is something that we might have done or might have, it's like the book that came out yesterday. They have a whole pile of stuff to come out and say, so if we don't do anything, if we don't say anything, they have no comments, no suggestion. They are striving from what we do. That's what they are doing. They cannot come up, not even with, I won't give them 10, a 5-point plan to say, okay, this is what we have for Jamaicans. Have you ever heard them saying that? No. It is only when something happened. The Prime Minister went out with the books. The Prime Minister was talking at a particular meeting last night and he said, and this is what they speak on. They speak about nothing else. They don't present themselves. They don't say, here we are. We're here to help you with what?
Yeah.
But they have nothing. They are not brilliant people. They are not brilliant people.
So when I go to the Prime Minister?
There are none of them. The whole set of them, the whole batch of them, they just don't think.
They're ungrateful too.
So there's nothing for them. And woe be unto us. I know they're not going to win, but woe be unto us if PNP party ever Jamaica. It is going to be the darkest days ever.
They get too much. They get too much. Too much they get.
My friend, what we need to do is to join hands in prayer and pray for our Prime Minister. Because I want to tell you, I was talking with a particular MP this evening. I had a meeting and we were looking at the persons who vote. Right now in Jamaica, the elite persons or the intellectual persons, they are going to vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. But they are not the majority in the country. The majority are the persons on the little man on the street side. The little man down there, so don't know what politics mean. Him don't know what JLP or PNP mean. Him just hear somebody jump up and say, me a PNP, or my mother or my grandfather, the PNP. These are the majority of voters in the country. But the elite intellects, these are the people who are voting for JLP because they understand what this government is doing. And every single day I was talking to this MP. He said he gets a call from somebody saying, listen, hey, this is where we're at, and we're going to be giving Jamaica Labour Party our support. These are intelligent, intellectual persons.
Yeah.
People who are going to put in the government who are the persons who don't know anything about politics or what is happening in the country. Because when I look and see, you have some people coming on social media talking about Well, Andrew do for Jamaica, and he corrupt and all of these things. But when a man like Andrew and ask what has he done, that is gross unfair. Gross unfair. And that's why we need to join hands in prayer and pray for the Jamaica Labour Party, pray for the Prime Minister. Yeah. Pray for the Jamaica Labour Party and pray for the Prime Minister, trust me. And I also want to add this, neighbor.
Yes.
I don't know why I put my foot in my mouth when I say this. The PNP is going to the extreme to win this election. Do you listen to their song about blood and fire? Don't take it simple. I heard Mark Golding talking about Labour right now, but let go after this so easy. They're going to the extreme. And what that means, they are willing to take lives. You know what I saw? Yeah, man, they're willing to take lives to win the election. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I saw persons who could not have come out of their hood, like they live in a particular lane or a street. You have, in the last election, labor rights, you have guys standing on the street side with bad boy, with them gun in their waist and I show everybody. No, these people in this particular community, they never come out and voted for the day. They never come out and voted. They are willing to take life. And I also want to tell the labor rights. I want to tell the labor rights, all labor rights, and I'm happy I got this platform to talk. Don't be intimidated if you're in your house or wherever and feel as if you want to come out and place your vote. Call the police. Make sure you go put your X. Don't let anybody intimidate you. Don't let anybody intimidate you. That is what the PNP is planning, to intimidate and drive fear in people. We have to be careful, but make sure you come out and put out on the X. Don't be intimidated.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
That is what is happening in the country. Because I said they will go to the extreme to win the election.
Because the PNP woman say, I don't go war power.
I mean, that is like minute. That is like minute to the things that they say and do behind the scenes. I'm telling you. That's minute to what they say and do behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Minute.
I will say though that the security apparatus in Jamaica, I think, is intelligence driven and they're on top of things.
They're on top of it, neighbor, but remember the quantity of police to the quantity of our residents in a constituency.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like, for example, one constituency I can point out specifically right now has 37,000 constituents. We don't have 37,000 policemen.
Well, we
don't have half of that in a constituency. Yeah. That's half of a parish, you know. That's like quarter of a parish, I mean.
Yes.
So I had a situation somewhere in St. James the other day. I don't want to be calling too many names, where they had a meeting and the police could not have controlled the crowd, and it wasn't a very big crowd. I went as far as speaking to the superintendent of the zone, and we had to lock shop. We have to lock down business because they block off the place when people talk to them. I mean, it wasn't a massive crowd, you know. But the overflow on the compound, and they had a number of policemen there who could not have helped us. They could not have helped us. I've seen it.
Anyway, Pentecost, you must come back quickly here and don't stay away from it too long. I'm going to have to run. Almina?
Yes, sir.
Nice to talk to you too, you know. How you doing?
Not bad.
Everything all right with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You like how the election go?
Well, it's been counting since night.
Yes?
Yeah, but I don't feel so good. The Prime Minister should have get more count, more. 42 should I get more, 550.
Okay, well, five of the seats are too close to call. We have to put them on Monday, yeah?
Okay, well, I'm glad you get more.
Yes.
And here they're talking some PNP talk of the go prison for how he thief money.
No go so, ma'am.
But my family, the family phone every day, you know. They plug
Yes.
in the charger. And if
Yes.
no promise me. From night till night, as a day like when they promise phone till night, you know.
Oh, what you say to me?
No miss me. So
Okay.
they everything when in PNP them say about the Prime Minister.
Almina, man. Almina. Nice story. It's nice.
Yeah,
It's nice that you're keeping abreast of what is happening in Almina.
Yes, me I keep on lots of things.
Yes.
I don't like how they behave right now. My goal in one PNP woman in redeem the woman say for me. I listen for me for the woman say they go water for wall and blood. Goal in did say they nothing make no water till the time in the election. So a whole heap of things they go in the election now.
Oh,
Whole heap.
well,
Whole heap of things they go in the election now.
God is good though, ma'am. God is good.
Very long good that me pray for. When I rest my land, nothing in that my rest my land, but upper Kingston in the area. Because my golden is that a peaceful man.
Oh,
No, not a peaceful man. And he fire at them just as they see him. But they tell too much lie and do when you're guilty. Holy. I sorry, so the Prime Minister never get the whole 63 seat. And make Andrew let's go back where he come from.
Almina, my time run out. Take care of yourself.
Yes, sir. Okay, well, next year. I mean, I can't find that time I get you.
No, man. You know what you have to do? Tell your daughter, say, send me a request and send me a number so that we can call you and make you come up. Yeah?
All right.
Yeah, man. May I look out for you, yeah? May I look out for you.
All right, sir, all right.
We've started the comedy bus, man. You can't tell the people them say they must stop the comedy, man. We're not gonna treat the people of Jamaica, so man.
What you talking about, no neighbor? Bless you, man.
The comedy from the PNP's platform, Diego. You know, say,
What kind of comedy now?
Comedy. You know, man, I go in a halfway tree, go wipe car glass and all them something. You know, no foolishness, man.
No, listen me now, neighbor. I never want to go down that road today, you know, because you don't know, like, have intelligent conversation. But the actual is, I don't know who said that it's PR team. I mean, people use strategic methods to gain vote. But this one was poorly constructed and thought out, I believe. And
Which one?
I wouldn't want to show outside of the country anybody that type of picture. It shows a level of desperation.
You mean the Prime Minister in halfway tree, sir?
Yes, I was scared because I need someone to stay in opposition. You understand? And
You don't know political marketing, Diego. You don't have a clue.
No, listen up. It's very dangerous. You look at the road fatalities in Jamaica currently.
Let me tell you something. What you saw on camera does not tell you the full picture. The Prime Minister had a security detail ahead of him.
Was scared.
Listen to me. They made sure that the traffic approaching the Prime Minister saw them. What happened in halfway tree yesterday was political mastery.
Oh my God.
Yes, it was.
Neighbor.
All right, do that and beat. Uno do that and beat. Do that
We're
and
not
beat.
putting up no more neighbor. The PNP has
Do that and beat him.
I said the PNP has to do nothing more neighbor. My holiness and the trajectory.
But by the way, Mark Golding could stand up in halfway tree for 3 hours in that.
Mark Golding actually park up in halfway tree regular and not a daily basis, but he has no problem. This is Mark Golding talking.
Come back tomorrow. My time is up. Take care.
All right, then, my boss. Blessings and respect to you.
You know, so you must call me, my comrade friend. You're joking with me now. You mustn't treat me like this, man. Come on.
Ah, come on, boy, may I tell you. It's just too busy.
No, because you wear orange shirt and me wear white.
No.
You know this my shirt. You know this my shirt. Natural and neutral.
You know, for give you an award, you know.
For what?
Oscar. You need to get an Oscar.
For
Brilliant
what?
job. Brilliant job.
Oh, you think so?
Huh? In the class of Denzel Washington, man.
Laugh.
Blessing still.
Power, my friend. Power. You drink power? You drink power, sir? You know there's a drink in Jamaica named power.
Away, man. The right
yes.
thing. Never find a better name.
Yes, power, man. Power. Not boom, you know, power. You can't buy me 2 power, brethren.
Hear what? And after the election, you shall drink. You drink alcoholic beverage, sir?
Yeah, I do. I don't. But you know, sir. By the way, you know, a PNP called me today. A PNP. I'm gonna tell you something before you go. Seriously, you know, not no joke. A PNP called me today and he said, "Neighbor, you think you could blog or do a program for us?" I'm telling you the truth. He said if you were doing work for the PNP, my goodness, man, I won't tell you what they tell me.
I think you could challenge Cliff Hughes and kick him off the other side. You know, but, you know, I think you dropped the ball in terms of delivery, in terms of choosing the right choice and the trajectory.
Yes.
Mass.
Yes. So the PNP is trying to recruit me. Can you imagine? PNP sending people to talk to me to say could I join the PNP. I mean,
it will be worthwhile, my friend.
You think so?
You think so?
That's what I'm hearing.
All right, neighbor. Take care of yourself. What time will be on tomorrow?
Tomorrow is a holiday, and I will see what happens. I have a couple things to do, and I think maybe o'clock, something like that. I think, yeah. But I don't know if I can get a date, an emancipation date. We'll see what happens. Text me, man. Text me, Diego.
All right, my boss. Blessings.
Respect. Yeah. Diego, my friend. Yeah, you will sit down and have a drink. Yes, sir. I will buy you ginger beer. You drink a ginger beer. I can't afford anything more than that. And remember, the ginger beer comes in a green bottle. All right? Ginger beer or tea. Green bottle. anything I'm giving my friend Diego is coming out of a green. Diego will vote for Labour. I'm telling you that. My friend Diego will be casting his ex squarely beside the bell. Diego will be putting his ex squarely beside Mr. Warmington's bell. Or somebody said Heineken. Yes, and you know there is the zero Heineken. The non-alcoholic Heineken. One case of that. You hear, Diego? Good night, Chuck Finley. How you doing, sir? Chuck Finley, big up yourself. Big up Prezi. Yep, Prezi, big up yourself. Big up Prezi. Yep. 1T, big up yourself. Chance, my girl Chance, big up yourself. Young Muller, big up yourself. Yeah. All right, Colette granddaughter. Is Colette what? Colette granddaughter. That's it. Colette Grandlaw. Grand. Oh, Colette Grand. Hi, Colette. How you doing? Big up. Yeah, I can't big up everybody. How you doing? Yeah. Monty, one Prezi. Keisha, good night to you. Yes? Justice, I know you are there. Dwayne, Hillary, yeah, Dwayne, good night. Mr. Morningstar, all right, God bless. Yeah. All right, Nikki, good night to you. And Kerry, yep. Little John Morris, Jamaica girl, yeah. Bad Meeks, how you doing, sir? Donald Reed, Anna. Man of God, how are you, sir? Young Muller and Mr. Murray, Lady Ambitious, good night. Apostle George T. Rick Trigger, how you doing? The Bull, Determined Dames, how you doing? Paulette Anderson, Astute Youth, Capital 5. Orville Samuels, good night to you, sir. Talbot. Labor Right Young Movement, good night. Alvaro, you listening to me? Good night. Caution is listening. Good night to you, Caution. J3, Bridget. Bridget, how you doing, Bridget? Les Selburn Cox. Everton Thomas, how you doing? Skillfully. Navi, good night. Iselin, yes. Garfman is listed. What about Foresight? How you doing, Foresight? Keep opening their eyes, my brother. Pentecost, yeah. Kimmy is listed. Floyd Green. Good night, Mr. Floyd Green. The Minister of Agriculture. My goodness, good night, sir. Derek Morgan. Good night, Derek Morgan. You listen to this program, sir? Look at who's sending me messages. Derek Morgan. I'm getting messages from Mr. Derek Morgan. Scratchy. How you doing, Scratchy? Inspiration. Voice of the nation. Hi. Train Man and Exhale. Lauren Alisa, you're here. Good night. Dr. Kurt Wall. Good night, Dr. Wall. Nadine. Good night, Nadine. How you doing? Jackie with wow. Jackie with wow. Wow, Jackie. Good night. Delroy Dobney. Dave listens to the program. Davian. Vassal. Yes. No hassle with Vassal. Good night, sir. Newton Amos. Corey Dunkley. Cayman Queen, you're in Manchester. Good night. Ingram and Ingram Accounting. Good night, sir. Rula Brown. The UIC listens. Good night, UIC. Amir's Party World. Gabriela Morris from the PNP. Wow. Kingston 11. Solid music. Churchill. Oh my goodness. Damion Young. Evangelist Adrian Young. Yep. Labor Right Girl and Soji. Rodriguez and Gucci.